There are literally hundreds of thousands of different kinds of health and fitness myths that I have heard throughout the years and throughout my fitness journeys, and that I have just now, or the past couple months, become to realize that they are not true. Today I'm going to share some of the top myths that I have learned throughout the years, throughout the months of my fitness journey, and that I have come to realize that are really not true, and I have been lied to. Number 1, carbs are bad for you. I cannot stress this enough. Carbs are not bad for you, and I have just come to this realization just a few months ago. For the longest time in my fitness journey, I used to think that carbs are keeping you fat, keeping you unhealthy, and they're not good for you. This is literally one of the biggest myths, and carbs are not keeping you fat or unhealthy. There is a huge difference between good carbs and bad carbs, as in junk food carbs. There's on one side we could have sweet potatoes as our carbs, and then on the other side you could get some processed carbs from like McDonald's. Obviously those are very two different, and I will always suggest to get your carbs from whole foods like sweet potatoes instead of going to McDonald's and getting some processed carbs. But carbs are a huge energy source, and you need them, and you should not cut them out. They are not keeping you fat. You just need to be eating the right kind of carbs. Number 2, you need to work out more or every day to look better. I literally just came to this realization too. One thing that I have learned, less is more. I used to overtrain and push my body over the limits so much. You are putting so much pressure and stress onto your body. I used to work out so intensively every single day, never miss a day, 7 times a week, maybe 2 times a day, and it was crazy. My body was so stressed out, and you could tell by the way that I was looking. You do not need to be overtraining or overworking your body in order to see results or progress. Every single body is different. Find what fits you and what works for you. Number 3, ab exercises. So many of us think that just going to the gym and doing this ab workout, that our favorite influencer or somebody with like the best abs or six-pack posted, and we're just gonna do this workout every single day and we're gonna get a six-pack. You will not. 100% abs are built in the gym, but in order to see your abs, it's made in the kitchen. It comes from what you eat every single day. A lot of us have abs, but it's covered by our body fat. In order to see our abs, we have to cut down our fat. Your abs are built in the gym, but shown by what you eat. Number 4, you need to train fasted in order to get more progress. This is something I feel like a lot of people can differ on. There's a difference between training fasted cardio and training strength training fasted without eating. Personally, I do cardio in the morning, first thing fasted, always, but I will never, ever strength train fasted. But this doesn't go for everybody. Every single body is different and reacts to everything differently. What works for me might not work for you, or what works for you might not work for somebody else. There have been times whenever I find myself strength training or going to do a heavy lift and I have not eaten, I have thrown up 5 times in the gym or been close to passing out. But I do cardio fasted, absolutely no problem. If I do some light activity fasted, there's no problem. But for me, if I were to do a heavy lift straight in the morning, not eating anything, I would throw up. And I have, multiple times. But again, every single body is different, and what works for you might not work for me, but that is my personal opinion. Number 5, the scale measures your progress. I used to think the more I weigh, the worse I would look, and this is so not true. That number on the scale does not mean anything. Everything comes from how you look and how you feel. Your goal could be to lose 10 pounds, but you could stay the same weight and still look better. That number does not mean anything. Number 6, you need supplements. This is something that is not true, especially in this time. Supplements have been so overused, and every single person is using so many supplements. Supplements you do not need. You do not need any supplement. Supplements are meant to be just a tool or a helping hand to help you achieve your goals. They're not meant to replace your meals, and you don't need them in order to see progress. If anything, I would suggest taking a step back from supplements, because everything is chemically made in the lab and not natural. It's okay to take supplements here and there, but do not rely on supplements. Number 7, you need to starve yourself or stop eating in order to get abs or get lean. This is something I learned the very hard way last year and came out of it just about 7-8 months ago, and I learned this the hard way. Now I know. You do not need to absolutely starve yourself or limit yourself so much in order to get lean or get abs. If anything, that is just making the process 20 times worse, and you are mentally messing yourself up. In order to get lean or lose body fat, you need to slowly cut and listen to your body at the same time. Do not over push yourself or over limit yourself in this process. Number 8, morning workouts give you more progress. I have heard so many people say, like, the people that work out at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., you get more progress. I generally do not know how that works. If you work out at 5 a.m. or 5 p.m., you are still working out and you are not getting more progress or burning more calories or more this and that if you're working out earlier in the day than in the afternoon. Number 9, you need to lift heavy every single time in order to get muscle growth. Beginning of my fitness journey, I used to try to lift, or ego lift, you could say. Every single workout, I used to try to push myself to absolute failure with the worst form, and for 1 or 2 reps. That is one thing that I do not suggest you do every single workout. There are days in the week where I do push myself to the heaviest weight that I can do for my max amount of reps, 6 to 8 reps, but you don't need to be ego lifting or trying to push yourself to max weight every single workout. Personally, for me, whenever I'm sticking to a lower weight and going to like 25, 30 reps, I get the best pump ever. And I will never get a pump like that when I'm sticking to such high weight for 1 to 2 reps. Last but not least, number 10, longer workouts are better than shorter workouts. This is something that I also used to believe so much. I used to think the longer I am in the gym, 3 hours, 2 hours, the longer I am, the more progress I am going to get. This is a myth. This is not true. You do not need to be staying in the gym for 3 hours in order to get a good workout. You can get such a good and effective workout as hard in just 1 hour. Use your time wisely in the gym. You shouldn't be going to the gym for 3 hours, but then you're barely working out. You're taking 10-minute breaks on your phone, talking, this and that. Longer workouts do not mean that they are better than shorter workouts. That was it for my top 10 fitness and health myths that I have learned throughout the years. And I am so glad that I have learned these, because I have been a person that have believed a bunch of these for the longest time, and no wonder I was not making as much progress as I could be making. Before listening to any person you see online or your favorite influencer talking about these tips, make sure you research them yourself, because that is something that I used to do. I used to listen to somebody say something and I would immediately think that that was 100% true. Sooner or later, I found out the truth that it was not true. So please research what you are doing to your body every single day, and I guarantee once you find out if it is true or not, you will see your progress 100% better. Thank you guys so much for watching today's YouTube video. Make sure to leave a comment down below of what you guys want to see next, whether it's health, fitness, lifestyle, anything at all. I would love to create more content for you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next YouTube video. Bye.